Hi, I'm Sylvia Gordon.
I'm Erin Bennett.
Rebecca is on spring break, so we are going to prank her a little bit, see if she's paying attention. But in this episode, we're going to talk about getting paid by WellCare, some common Social Security mistakes, and about the Medicare Savings Program. So stay tuned. So if you haven't already subscribed, considering hit the subscribe button and the little bell button, you'll get a notification. We do a video every week. And we're going to talk about the WellCare agent portal.
I have found it kind of difficult to maneuver on different things. I've had to call in several times to try to get them to help me maneuver. They're very helpful, though. I mean, I can say their help desk is very, very helpful.
So, I mean, that's the thing. As the carriers only want us to say great things about them all the time. But if something's great, we're happy to shout that out. But if something's a little clunky, we want to warn you guys so you don't feel like you're the only one. Because they're like, just go to the portal. It's super easy. Do. And then everyone's like, I went into the portal.
I went into the portal 8 times to change hierarchy.
And couldn't figure it out.
It was insane. I could not figure it out. I had to call. And then after I called and they walked me through it, I got a message about a month and a half later that it still hadn't changed. So I didn't follow through and click that button all the way through. So if you are having trouble with it, I recommend calling them and get all the way through to where you click. To where you know whatever you're doing is done.
So we're not going to walk you through it. But if you want to get paid by direct deposit, which you should because the mail is slow, the mail makes mistakes.
And they're on time.
Et cetera. You want to get set up for direct deposit, but you have to go back into your WellCare portal and choose it. Otherwise, you're going to keep getting paper checks. Almost everybody else automatically sets you up for EFT. So you got to go back in, and please go ahead and do that. I want to talk about the Medicare Savings Program. So I started getting people yesterday saying, I'm getting these letters, and they're asking me about important information. Should I give it to them?
Well, and I had clients call me too, and I'm like, that may be a scam or a fraud. You may not want to do that. Always call Social Security or Medicare. Never just give your information to someone you don't know or an 800 number calling out to you.
And this is a good thing that'll be in our next quarter newsletter. But Social Security did start sending out the letters already saying, hey, you might be eligible for the Medicare Savings Program. You might be eligible for LIS. Fill this letter out if you think you could apply. So I didn't know they were already sending them out. And I had clients too. And I said I wouldn't answer it because it could be Social Security. It could be a scam.
Right, and they're tax season, everything that starts happening, you start seeing so much fraud. It's confusing.
And this is the perfect time for you. That's a perfect newsletter item. And I keep really harping on this. If you are not sending a quarterly newsletter out to your clients, you're missing a big opportunity. 1, to educate them, and 2, to build persistency because you're in front of them. You're giving them stuff. You want to give before you take. So you want to get more referrals. You want to get more of their business. Give them stuff first. The only time you call your clients when you want to sell them a new policy, they get kind of tired of that.
Right. Well, and I do that drip. So if I do a mail drop and I can't get a hold of the people, they didn't give me a phone number, I do a bi-monthly or quarterly drip. And by 6-8 months, they're considering me their agent because I have contacted them more than their agent. I'm sending them the birthday cards. You keep that drip. So, and if you stay relevant is the biggest key in all of this to your client. Don't just send them,
like I say, you have value.
Have the value to it, and they appreciate it. And again, clients who aren't your clients will become clients because they just look, oh, that's my agent.
Well, let's go up into the newsletter. That's one of the other things about the newsletter. So if you go to Gordon Marketing's website and you'll be like, oh, that's her son.
I know those people.
My daughter is now working for us, and she is going to get her picture taken so she can be photoshopped in there, and she's very excited about that. So go up to Tools, and then go down to the Digital Marketing Toolbox. And that's where you find all the different digital assets that we can provide either free of charge or we subsidize for you. And if you go, you see website design, and you see branding, logos, Facebook posts, Google My Business, LinkedIn optimization, email blasts. So that's the email blast. It's $20 a month. You don't pay us, you pay the company. That's if you have under 500 clients. And we do the newsletter, we send it out. All you got to do is keep furnishing updates to your list. But this is the kind of information, because they're like, is this a scam? What is the Medicare Savings Program? Which is the different levels of Medicaid where you could get your Medicare Part B paid for. Another question I got yesterday was like, I see all these ads about getting $150 back in your Social Security. Is that a scam? And that's, again, a buyback program on a Medicare Advantage. It's kind of scammy, the fact that they're advertising it nationally when it's only available very rarely.
Any buyback. I mean, the
It's
$20,
very rare.
$40, $60 buybacks are very rare.
Very
so
rare.
when they're offering the big buyback,
It's
like,
it's
I don't know
kinda
where that
scammy.
is.
It's
Yeah.
like one county in Miami. But that's a good thing to put in your newsletter. And we do the work. We don't make any money off it. It's just a back-end support that we do to help you stay relevant, give value, and build persistency with your clients.
exactly.
So those Medicare savings letters are coming out. Social Security said they were going to come out mid-May. Well, apparently they're coming out beginning of April. And if your clients call you with that same question, is this a scam? It could be the scam letter. It could be the real letter. The
Right.
Scammers are smart.
I do ask a lot of my clients, send me a picture of the letter.
Right.
If I can't make it to go visit them, I will say, send me a picture of the letter, because Social Security is going to have something on it that's going to be very recognizable to us as being
I would
from
say
Social Security.
the scammers are amazing. So I don't know. I need to see the letter because my
Right.
phone started ringing yesterday too.
Yep, and I started
my-
getting calls.
And my first reaction was, I don't know if it's a scam, but it sounds scammy.
right.
And because I haven't heard anything. Let's talk about Social Security. So we did our first 3-hour CE class on Social Security today. You've been doing them without CE.
Right.
And you've had tremendous interest. Since I did the CE one, I would have to say it was fantastic.
It was awesome. I enjoyed it.
It was fantastic.
I learned something, and I say I learn every day. So
Oh my
you can
God.
always learn something. Just when you think you know everything, I learn from the best. So it was a great program today.
So we are filing that in other states and have tremendous interest from clients because you guys get these questions your whole career, and we all hate saying, oh, I don't know that. I don't even know the basics. It does kind of seem like malpractice. So one thing I had last week is I had a daughter. She said, hey, my dad's 82 and he's always worked. He never took Social Security. She goes, doesn't it start automatically, or when is his going to start? They didn't know you have to apply.
You have to apply, but you don't make any more money after 70.
Right.
So you're kind of wasting not getting it, and they're not gonna pay you back for all the months you didn't pick it up.
The most you can get in back pay is 6 months.
Yeah.
And he will never get out what he paid in.
No.
Ever.
Unless he
And,
lives to
and
be
this,
110.
this is the other reality. I mean, it used to be, and this was just like back in like 27, 28, 29, you would get back, the average person got back from Social Security more than they ever paid in. Okay?
Right.
Now, no more. You will not get back all that you paid in. So your money, and if you were employed, that employer contribution, you will never get it back. Most people will never get it back. So
No.
that's something just to factor in there. The other thing I wanted to talk about, other than the fact that your clients don't know they have to apply, some of them think it will start automatically when they're eligible. And so just that's the basic level of information that you have to proactively do something.
Right.
The other thing we had a question with is this Part B and Part D penalties, Medicare penalties.
Right, but that penalty, although it's a Medicare penalty, it is assessed by Social Security. So your clients are going to get the letters from Social Security for the IRMA, if it's an IRMA surcharge, if it's a late penalty for Part B, or a late penalty for Part D, is all being assessed through Social Security.
And they're so confused. They're like, I'm not getting a penalty. And it's like, yeah, you are. They're like, well, I just get less Social Security. Well, that is your penalty. On your statement, it'll show you, it'll itemize that. And how do people figure out their statement?
Go to SSA.gov.
How about you want to get somebody signed up for Part B and you want to help them?
So if I want to help somebody with Part B and I'm coming out to their home, I'll say I have homework for you to do. They have to set up an SSA.gov account. You cannot go online and enroll anymore. Just enroll like we used to be able to just go on,
Fill out the form, boom.
fill out the form, boom, it's done. Now it's linking it directly to their socialsecurity.gov account. So when you start filling it out, it'll say, do you have an SSA.gov account? And if you say yes, it takes you to it. You have to log in, and then it kicks all the information from your SSA.gov account into your application, and then you just complete your application. But if you say no, you do have to go create an account. And sometimes that can get complicated. You have to agree to the terms, and then you put all your information in here. But once you do that, they have like a 2-step verification. You have to put in a credit card number, or like the last 4 or 6 digits of a credit card that they can pull on your credit file. And then they have a list of 4 questions that they ask. And I have more clients that will be like, it'll say in 2003, you got a mortgage. Who was that with? And I will have clients say, my bank has sold my mortgage 4 times since then.
Right.
And I'll just always say, what looks the most familiar? And if none of them do, we'll hit, I do not know, or it does not apply.
The point is, it takes some time, and it can be
Yes.
considerable waste of your important appointment time. So give them homework. If you're going out there to help them sign up for Part B, make sure they've already set up this account and make them start a couple days early so that if they have problems, it's done before you get there and you're not sitting there for an hour.
And it does take some time, so it really is, it's a time saver. And I think they kind of like, well, you know what, I'm going to give you some homework. They have some ownership in it.
Right. So this was an April Fool's Day joke for a couple days ago, which I have forgotten is still on my arm. So no, I do not have a sleeve, or half sleeve as my kids are calling it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Tune in next week when we talk about what happened in insurance this week.